Hi there, this is going to be a general love reading for all signs. This is a blue full moon in Pisces energy check reading, if you will. The energy has been, wow. Ay chihuahua. It has been insane. Ever since Virgo season started, many of us have had really, whether they're little or big, bouts of insomnia or changes to our sleep pattern. I have found myself affected as well, where I've been going to sleep super late. Sometimes one night I went to sleep like almost 5 in the morning and then still proceeded to wake up a few hours later. And this has been a repeat pattern ever since Mercury went retro, but also when Virgo season started. And today I did the same thing. I woke up, and this time super early. So I went to sleep late and woke up at like, I don't know, 7:30, got ready, was just like drinking my coffee. Okay, we're gonna start the day. And I just all of a sudden felt like I'm gonna lay down for a second and rest my eyes. And I woke up like 6 hours later because my body is just like out of wax. It needs sleep. So for those of you that have been affected by sleep, yes. Don't stop. It's a feeling of, Virgos. We're going to talk about Virgo energy a lot during this reading because we're in Virgo season. And Virgo energy is, the Virgos are ruled by Mercury, first of all. Mercury is movement, transportation, right? It's technology, it's communication. That don't stop feeling, it's like, and that's what was so crazy as I thought about that, is it that we can't sleep because we can't stop thinking. And it is what it really is. So what I had found, sorry, 1 second. What I had found was that this is all Mercury energy, but somebody texted me, so I'm checking it on my iPad, so I don't have to reach over here and check it there. It is distractions. It's our mind going a million miles a minute. It is when this is what happens when I go to sleep. I go to lay down to go to sleep, and then I think of 7,000 million things that I have to get done at this very second. And so I have to check it on my phone. I have to think about it. I have to put my phone down, close my eyes, do an inventory of my whole life's purpose. Then I'm thinking about what am I going to do at the end of this month? What am I doing tomorrow? Did I go grocery shopping? What did I do? What is this that I have to do with that? What's that noise? Why is it a little bit hot? Oh my God, I got to clean the vents. Oh my God, I got to vacuum tomorrow. It's nonstop. And I know a lot of you Virgos right now, or heavy Virgo in your chart, you're cracking up going, yeah, good for you guys, because we live like that all the time, every day. So it's like this don't stop kind of an energy of like, oh, we can't get enough done. We can't stop thinking about it. There is this almost anxiousness in the air, which feels, you have be assertive. And within the next few weeks, I think for some of you, you had to do something, right, this summer, whether it was decide to move, apply for a new job. There was some kind of change that needed to happen. There was something that you needed to do, whether it was put in your 2 weeks notice, right? Start a new business. Break up with someone, you know what I mean? There was something that you needed to do. Let me word it this way. There was something on the to-do list. And there may have been a lot of somethings on that to-do list. And maybe because you had the best fucking summer ever, you put it to the, kind of procrastinated. And now that summer is basically over, we're going into fall, right? And the seasons are changing. And it's like now needing to do the things that you may have procrastinated. And then there's a sense of haste, which is urgency, right? Oh, fuck, I gotta hurry up and do it. Fuck. So I think a bit of procrastination may have been involved a bit. And now the to-do list, which was maybe put towards the side or completely forgotten about, or purposely like just, no, I'm not gonna do it yet. It's front and center. And now it's almost a mountain of things to get done, or one thing that was a molehill that turned into a mountain. Your forgiveness. Ties into making peace, take action. See, everything's about take action. Be assertive. Don't stop. There was something that was put on hold. I mean, bitch, this could be as simple as cleaning your fucking house. I was supposed to reorganize my pantry and you didn't. It doesn't have to be this huge, ridiculous, crazy, big, huge life thing. And it also can be. But the forgiveness is about peace. There's something here that you may have made peace with this summer. I don't know. You may have found peace in your way of thinking of something, and the peace comes because you're looking at it differently. You instead of being really angry at somebody, you find peace in yourself in knowing you dodged a bullet, whether this is a relationship or a family member or friend. This is about understanding that it has nothing to do with you. It's all them. That's where this forgiveness comes from. So there's something big here happening with that as well too. Forgiveness. Forgiving someone who hurt you, disappointed you, and didn't say sorry, or doesn't see that they were fucking wrong, and they're still a dickhead or a prick still, you know what I mean? Or they're still an idiot, or they're still evil, whatever it is. There's something about that that is almost, it's not showing, but it's there. You know what I mean? Meaning the energy is. One more. There's great changes coming. Fall's going to be amazing for some of you. And for some of you, it's just going to be sort of, yes, with an exclamation mark. Remember, if it's not a fuck yes, it's a fuck no. The problem that a lot of you guys do is, and this is people in general, is they want something so badly, so they force it. And I always tell you guys, never force it, because it ends up being not what you want. It will not work out if we force relationships, friendships, job situations, and career choices. Forcing things means that you're taking something that clearly doesn't fit, okay? It clearly doesn't fit, and you are forcing it to fit. Why the fuck would you do that? You know what I mean? Why, honestly, why the fuck would someone do that? You wouldn't do that with, would you want to do that with clothes? Go and wear something that's way too big or way too tight, too small? Why would you? It's not worth it. There's so many other items of clothing that you could wear. Why would you do that? It doesn't make any sense, right? You'd be uncomfortable, and it just would I don't know, it wouldn't look right. It wouldn't look nice. There's something here about a reminder from spirit not to force shit. And I think this could be for something coming up. Let's say you meet someone new and it's not quite exactly what you thought, or you see red flags. We pull out immediately. Okay? Immediately, right? Jobs. Let's say you start something new and you go, this is not what I wanted. Instead of letting it snowball into a fucking avalanche, you say up front, we're going to empower ourselves to trust our guts. We're going to ask for the facts. I mean, this is all this type of stuff we should already know, but sometimes we get kind of, dare I say, conned into things. So what we're going to do is we're going to come from this place of saying, I don't like this, and I'm not going to allow this to get out of hand. It's not the right fit. Listen, I want this job so badly. When I actually went there and I interviewed and they tell me the details of what I got to do, I don't want to do that, and that doesn't work in my schedule. You see what I'm saying? Instead of going, well, yeah, okay, I'll just do it. If you already don't like it and you haven't started yet, and the details of the job are horrific, what do you think is going to change? This is the same thing like if you meet someone new, if it's a date. It's a horrible, you can see all these red flags. The way they're talking is horrible. They display fuckboy tendencies or fuck girl tendencies, right? This is somebody here who has to, you guys are just making a choice. You guys are deciding based upon gut intuition. Yes. Whew. Now, for those of you that are just normally, naturally intuitive, right? And you always kind of live your life around that, you're going to be like, well, what's new? Nothing. My anxiousness is so bad. Underneath my eye over here from this morning hasn't stopped twitching. I don't know if you can see it, but it stopped for like, I don't know, since I've been awake, which has been maybe at this point 45 minutes since I woke up after that long ass nap. And now it's twitching again. Just to let you guys know. We just love all this Mercury energy. Fuck. Let me shuffle. It's so much here. It's not even, how are we going to talk about love? Do you see how love right now is the least of our worries, honey? In the extended that I do on Patreon, we'll do a love spread. But right now, it's this full moon in Pisces, which is it's a dreamy moon also, right? It's Pisces is they believe in the fantasy and they romanticize it. And it's rose-colored glasses, right? But it's in Virgo season with Mercury in retro. And so it's like we don't even have the chance to be romantically thinking about this fantasy version, illusion of whatever love would be. We don't have time for it. What didn't I clean? What's on my to-do list? I didn't send that in. I don't know if I paid that. Oh my God, somebody's coming over and I gotta clean up. We're gonna have they're coming here for dinner. What am I making for dinner? We have no time to think about and talk about love right now. That's the energy. It's fucking intense. What is in the background of this love and romantic wise? Someone who feels extreme pressure to make changes in their life. Is what it feels like, you know? If the crow. Crow is omen, magic, and announcement, right? And I can't even remember if I shuffled it. That's how distracted I am. And it's because of the energy. This is literally what the energy is like. You have a line that's staying balanced, stay the course, okay? And you have the volcano, which is anger, explosive, and passion. So instead of deterring off like this and distracted of anger, remember the forgiveness thing, having peace, instead of you getting swept up in a way and caught up in that shit that's distracting, stay on course and stay aligned. And if those feelings come up, we're going to transmute them. And we transmute them by basically not letting them have power over us anymore, first of all. And then if there's anything still there in the residuals of us, we're going to take that and we're going to use it into something productive. And I always use the example that I like to remember all the people that didn't believe in me back in the day and still don't, and still heckle and boo and talk shit about me doing something, trying to live, trying to make my dreams come true, right? While they're on the sidelines, in the stands, on the bleachers, booing and heckling. And thank God I'm not one of them. And so this is that kind of an energy where we got to be brave. We're the ones that are getting up and going and doing it. Bottom of the deck's the open road, right? And that's what we feel. We feel like this newness coming. Open road is new beginnings, clean slate, and journey. I mean, what's so important about that? Well, it's like you're picking up a brand new book. Let's say it's an empty journal. And you are opening this up to the very first page, and now you can write exactly what the fuck you want. This is that energy. But until we get there to that, there's things we need to do, take care of, wrap up. And what we have to remember is not everything needs to be done at the same time. Not everything has to be done immediately, urgently. And there's anxiousness about what if this doesn't happen? What if I don't get this job? What if I don't get here? What if I don't get the house? And what do I always tell you guys? That you have to remember that sometimes no is protection, right? Rejection is protection. It's also redirection. If you don't get a job, if you don't end up in a romantic relationship with this person, or if something falls through, you better thank your fucking lucky stars, because that just means that it's one of those things, protection, redirection, or the universe has just got something so much more greater for you, and that's just how it's going to happen. Muggles don't think like that, right? They think, oh no, I'm screwed, great, ugh, what did I do to deserve this? You know, that kind of a feeling. And if you think like that, you'll be stuck. This is an open road. It's a brand new book. What do you want? How do you want to manifest your life? What do you want? And for some of you, there may have been a change this summer where you were like so adamant about something. I'm going to move to California. I'm moving to California. And then something shifts inside of you this week, you know, this summer, and you're like, no, I don't want to do that. I love where I am. Or for some in relationships was, it's fine, everything's good, delusional, right? And in this particular energy of Mercury in retro and Virgo season, especially the whole summer, really, it's about realizing this is not where I need to be. This is not where my heart is. However that's going to work, right? It's a very intense energy because there's great changes coming. That's the point. You have gathering, friendship, socialization, and sisterhood. Some of you may have spent a lot of time, you know, with other feminines this summer. It reminds me of like in Charmed was power of 3, but it reminds me of that, like you know, practical magic, Charmed. They're always more powerful when they have somebody, right? You're powerful alone, but then, you know, when you need to call in this other energy, right, there's someone there. But my point is that it feels like you have been spending time or been around. You did a bunch of girls' nights with people and you don't ever do that, right? So that's what that gathering, friendships. And in fact, I just got a text message when I woke up from today with one of my friends saying she's in town. Let's get together and do a girls' night. Like literally just before I came on camera. So, and that's who's texting, right? I was telling you, oh, I'm getting a text right now. That's them. So, oh, this energy's a motherfucker, ain't it? I'm doing this going, what do I got to do next? It's an overwhelming feeling of change coming. And it can be quite intimidating. I mean, the thing I love about summer, and I felt this way ever since I was a kid. The thing I love about summer is that it always feels like a dream. You get to stay up super late. You get to do things you wouldn't normally do because it's school time, right, the rest of the year. You can't do that. You have school. You can't sleep there. You can't do a sleepover. You can't eat that. You can't go there. It's just, summer is like you do whatever the fuck you want, essentially, right? You sleep whenever, wake up whenever. Summer has always been like that for me. I love summer. But I also love fall, winter. I love Valentine's. I really love all the seasons. But there's always something about summer. It makes me feel like it's a dream. Like, and I think this summer was the same thing. And because now we're in Mercury in retro and Virgo season, and reality is hitting us, it's a little overwhelming because we've gone from this, oh my God, amazing summer dream state to back to work, back to school, can't sleep late. We have to do, you know what I mean? And it's like, oh, so we're feeling that too, right? That change of this amazing freaking summer and doing whatever the fuck we want to, sorry about that. And then my alarm went off on my phone. Jesus Christ. Hold on. I know, I've been shuffling this deck forever. This is a new one I got. It's just a random, it says Living by the Moon Oracle, and it's just, they're so hard to shuffle. And they're new too, so. Remember, in this extended, I will go ahead and pull the love energy, but it was like not even, we didn't even have fucking space and time and room in this reading. We really didn't. Let's take this one. I am protected. Did I not tell you earlier that sometimes no's are for protection? I did. And I think that you need to remember that if something falls through and you don't get the job or you don't get the house or you don't, this didn't happen and oh, this guy didn't call me back or whatever the fuck this is, it is protection. It's also redirection. One door closes, 5 more open. You have to get out of that small-mindedness of thinking that because you wanted this so bad and it didn't happen, it means there's nothing better. If you align, right? Remember we had the aligned card. If you align, the universe is basically taking care of us, right? The universe is going to see that everything falls into place for us if we're aligned. Now, if you're misaligned, that's a whole nother story. But if you're aligned, I would trust that fucking gut. All right, guys, we'll get into this extended. Remember, we're going to talk about love in this. If you want to click below this video, it says more. You want to go to my that second link, which is my Patreon link, because that's where this is going to be found. It's where all of the extended collectives are found that are non-erotic related. I will, after this, after I record your extended, I'm going to record a regular reading. I'm going to do the dirty deck and the extended because it's what's been demanded. It's become so fucking popular. It's insane, which, I mean, I love you guys' feedback. Thank you so much. So we will do that also at some point today. Again, we are still under this very intense blue moon, full moon in Pisces. I had moon water sitting outside last night to soak up that moon because I'm using that fresh batch of moon water in the magic moon waters. I'm making the protection ones. You know, the ones where everything I sell, I'm going to do the 100% net proceeds to the Maui fire victims. So I want it to be a fresh batch of water. And so I was, you know, kind of waiting for the next very powerful moon. And there it was. So those of you that purchased, you pre-ordered those magic moon waters, the protection one that I put up. Thank you for that, first of all, because it's going to go to the Maui fire victims. But also it's going to be a really potent batch because it's going to be made with that blue moon. That blue moon energy. And isn't that funny? I just thought about that. We're talking about the protection water, and I just put the moon water outside last night to charge up. And your card is I am protected. So there's a theme here. Maybe for some of you, you feel nervous, you feel scared because there is no, I don't know, but this is like your reminder that, you know, Spirit is saying, hey, I got you. I got you. It's okay. All right, let's get into that extended on Patreon. Thank you for the likes, shares, and subscriptions here on YouTube. I'll see you guys there. Love you. Bye.